Truth finally revealed about Kody Brown's fake adoption story. Sister Wives, the truth is finally revealed about Robyn and Kody Brown's fake adoption story for Robyn's kids. Although Meri Brown agreed to the divorce so that Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna Brown could be adopted, now it seems it was a ploy the whole time. Meri Brown still struggles with the legal divorce from Kody Brown. Undoubtedly, Sister Wives star Meri Brown struggled with going through a legal divorce which took away some of the status she had held as the first wife. However, Meri tried to get past it, knowing that in their religion it was just a piece of paper, not the true binding of their marriage. But in a recent episode, she talks about how difficult that process was on her when talking to her sister, Rebecca Diltz, and brother-in-law, Nathan Diltz. Admittedly, Meri says it was a very scary moment for her and her sister wives, Cristin and Janelle Brown. Furthermore, she says that Kody Brown would tell her she was having strong emotions because she lost some form of power. While Meri doesn't feel like she ever had power, she does note that the divorce did change many things in the marriage. Truth finally revealed about Kody Brown's fake adoption story. On Reddit, Sister Wives fans discussed Robyn and Kody Brown's true reason for going through the adoption process for Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna Brown. First, a user says, "I don't believe the BS about why the kids were adopted." Then, the user adds, "Robyn's kids were adopted by Kody many years back. He said it was because the kids will then have insurance. His own blood didn't have health insurance at that time. Cristin had to come up with $50,000 for her daughter's back surgery. I watched an attorney explain the ways that the kids could have gotten health insurance. There was no need to divorce Meri and him marry Robyn." Thoughts? Another fan adds, "The storyline for the show was that they wanted the kids to legally stay with their family if anything were to happen to Robyn. I think this was a compelling argument to Meri because she had a sister who passed, also living in polygamy, and her kids were taken in by her sister wives." Janelle and Cristin both expressed surprise and apprehension when they learned about the impending divorce. I think that, to a degree, Robyn and Kody knew they were manipulating Meri and chose not to share the decision with J&C because they would be less easily persuaded. Kody Brown made promises to David Jessup. But other Sister Wives fans think it was wrong of Robyn and Kody Brown altogether. They don't understand why they would keep the kids from Preston Jessup in the event of the death of Robyn. I think it's totally crappy for the family to think if Robyn had died that the Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna shouldn't have gone back to their birth father. I agree. Also, K and R promised him that he would still have access to his kids. They lied. Instead, they talked about him to his kids, parental alienation. So now, they don't even know that he has leukemia. It's rumored that Dayton went to see him, lived with him, but that hasn't been confirmed. Robyn and Kody Brown had ulterior motives. While Sister Wives fans believe Meri Brown was doing what she thought was best for Robyn and Kody Brown's kids, they think it was a manipulation of Meri. This and when Robyn says being legally married didn't mean anything to her and it was a piece of paper. Mrs. Brown. Kody adopted your kids so you could get a legal divorce to make it an even playing field. No, that's what I thought. Of course the legal marriage means something. It makes her number one. I never heard him say it was for insurance. The only thing I heard was that if something happened to Robyn, the kids would have to go live with their dad, and Kody would have no claim on them. I'd always thought it was a fake reason. He wanted Robyn, and he wanted to make her happy. And he wanted to dump Meri at the same time. He had no regard for Meri's feelings. He dumped her, plain and simple. Sister Wives stole the storyline. Another Sister Wives fan draws the connection between Robyn and Kody Brown and another storyline. It's straight from a big love storyline. Bill divorced Barb to marry Nikki to protect her daughter. The Browns had to make up a story in a hurry. I remember when it happened. They tried to sneak it past the viewers, but y'all are way too sharp for that. Someone saw the court filing or whatever. So they used the kids as an excuse. In reality, Kody no longer wanted to be married to Meri and Robyn wanted to be the sole legal wife. Preston Jessup signed off. Other fans point out that Robyn and Kody Brown could only go through with the adoption if Robyn's ex, Preston Jessup, signed off. However, one person remembers, the bio dad didn't like D, A, and B on the show, so to get around having to get permission from him, they removed him from the equation aka Kody adopted Robyn's children. In a tale marked by emotional highs, legal battles, and family revelations, a new story emerged about Kody Brown and it may be one of the most unexpected yet. A purported fake adoption story that could change the narrative of his family saga. From the outside, Kody's world has always been filled with complexities, multiple marriages, countless children, and an ever-evolving dynamic that captivated fans for years. However, as details about an alleged fabricated adoption began circulating, questions arose. What was true? What had been manufactured? And, most importantly, why? It all began innocently enough, or so it seemed, during a season of Sister Wives when Kody, in his usual charismatic way, discussed the adoption of Robyn's 3 older children from her previous marriage. This adoption, a moment of pure joy, symbolized a strong bond between Robyn and Kody and showcased the unity of their growing family. At the time, the adoption was a positive point in their storyline, an affirmation that Robyn's children were fully embraced as Browns. Yet, several years later, insiders close to the family began revealing discrepancies that hinted there might be more to this story than meets the eye. The first hint of doubt crept in when a family acquaintance spoke anonymously, sharing concerns about how the adoption was presented versus how it happened. This acquaintance alleged that, behind closed doors, Kody had reservations about adopting Robyn's children. Not out of a lack of love for them, but because he worried it might place too much strain on his other relationships with Meri, Janelle, and Cristin. Robyn, however, was reportedly very persuasive, explaining that the adoption would finally provide her children with stability and emotional security. But even as Kody agreed, whispers suggest that his commitment may not have been as wholehearted as portrayed. Public records surrounding the adoption suddenly became a hot topic of interest. According to reports, Kody and Robyn embarked on a legal process that should have been straightforward but turned unusually complicated. Robyn's ex-husband had, allegedly, shown interest in staying connected to his children. A shadow of doubt loomed over Kody's intentions when it was uncovered that there had been a court battle longer than fans had been led to believe. This custody issue was barely mentioned in the show, leading fans to question why such a significant hurdle was glossed over. Legal analysts even speculated that if Kody's commitment to the adoption was genuine, he would have pursued a more transparent legal battle, one that didn't feel rushed or strategically for show. Digging deeper, skeptics began to uncover another possible motivation behind the adoption: Robyn's insistence on the financial stability this legal arrangement could secure. The adoption came at a time when the Sister Wives franchise was on a ratings high, and Kody and Robyn's marriage was often a focal point of the show. Some suggested that Kody's decision to adopt Robyn's children was as much about safeguarding the family's income stream as it was about integrating her children. Several of Kody's children from his other marriages began to speak out, and their words hinted at friction around the adoption as well. Gwendolyn Brown, known for her outspoken nature, took to social media and, in a candid live stream, voiced what she described as years of hidden resentment. She alleged that Kody's focus on Robyn's family strained his relationships with his other children. It was as if he believed adopting Robyn's kids made him look like the ultimate family man, she said, when really he was neglecting us. Cristin Brown, who had long expressed dissatisfaction with her marriage to Kody, reportedly became disillusioned with the adoption story. She felt her children's needs were constantly overlooked in favor of making the adoption appear as an inspiring storyline. A friend close to Cristin shared that she even confronted Kody, asking him why he never displayed the same level of commitment or enthusiasm for the well-being of his other children. To some, Cristin's departure from the family may have been fueled not only by her disillusionment with Kody himself, but by the unfairness she felt over the special treatment Robyn's children received. Yet, perhaps the most significant piece of this puzzle came from Meri, whose own relationship with Kody has been one of continuous heartache and estrangement. In a cryptic message shared with fans, Meri expressed feeling like a spectator in her own family. While she didn't directly mention the adoption, her message came at a time when fans were beginning to question the legitimacy of Kody's intentions. Her words fueled speculation that she had lost respect for Kody because of the way he had handled his relationship with Robyn's children, leading fans to wonder if she, too, doubted his authenticity.